So at the time of the Buddha, the new and full moons were regarded as special times by actually everybody in the society at that time. And so those became known as the days when we should really exert ourselves to purify and to create merit. And so that's the reason for taking the 8 Mahayana precepts today. And so when we take the precepts, it's a very good practice for purifying bad habits and negative karma, and also for creating a lot of merit. And so you might think, oh, but I'm hungry. You know, I'm hungry in the morning, I'll eat lunch, then by dinner time I'll be hungry again. You know, Buddha said not to go to extremes. So what's all this about? Well, one of the things is we have the privilege and the fortune of choosing to eat only one meal today. You know, when we think of how many people live on this planet who don't eat even one meal today, and they don't have it's not done by their own choice, it's by the condition of poverty or warfare. So to choose to give up our, food and to deal with our attachment to food is a very good practice. And I'm pointing out the one about food because often that's the biggest one for people on precept days, because so often people are used to just walking around and eating and munching all day, and we're bored so we eat, or it's also a social activity, isn't it, to sit and eat with other people. And, you just walk by someplace and there's some food and you take it and eat it without even thinking about what you're doing. And so this is a day when we really become much more aware of our relationship with food, as well as all the other things that the precepts are regulating, but especially this, and to really appreciate the food we eat, to think of the people who don't have so much food today, to look at our various attitudes about food, especially if we happen to be kind of one of the casual eaters, and look at these habits and attachments. So it's quite a good opportunity for that. And if you get hungry in the morning or the evening, then to just think that, by my experiencing this little bit of hunger for a short time on one day, may all the hunger of all living beings be eliminated. And to think about not only the human beings on our planet that are hungry, but also the realm of the hungry ghosts, the beings who, don't have the karma to find food, or who find it and it turns to pus and blood, or, just having that mindset that is perpetually dissatisfied. Okay. So it's a very good opportunity to take and keep the precepts today. Yeah. For some people, not singing, dancing, and playing music might be the big thing, not the food, because you're used to going around all day, humming and singing and all these things going on in your mind, or watching entertainment. So it's a day when we don't have any entertainment. If you look at your regular lives, you probably have lots of entertainment every day. Everybody's very short on time, very busy, no time to practice Dharma, but we seem to manage to have a lot of time for entertainment, to listen to music, to, listen to the radio, to watch the television, to go to the movies. And so for some people, this lack of entertainment might be the big thing that they're looking at on precept days, and how addicted we are to keeping ourselves entertained, and how we medicate ourselves through entertainment, because it completely takes us out of being with what's happening now. and transports us to La La Land somewhere. Okay? So anyway, this is just very short. I don't want to talk too long, because then you'll really get mad at me, because you'll be really hungry. But this gives you, something to think about on precept days, and the reason why we do these kinds of practices. Okay. And we'll get into this more as the course goes on.